Karens are known for their entitled attitudes and thinking they're above the law.
I want the manager of the airport here!
But what happens when Karens bark up the wrong tree and try to take on police officers?
Get your f***ing hands off me!
Cool out.
Stop it! Assault!
Now you got to charge for battery on a peace officer.
This is the ultimate compilation of all these moments, starting with arguably the most satisfying. In early December 2021, multiple drivers reported a blue car speeding down a New Mexico highway. However, shortly after pulling them over, he was shown that this was going to be one of the most difficult stops of his entire career. The driver had sped off, making a complete fool of the officer. In fact, it'd gone so far that the officer was unable to pursue it, and instead radioed in the license plate and vehicle description. He did, however, continue in the same direction as the driver, and miraculously managed to spot the car parked outside a gas station nearby. But things somehow only managed to get worse.
Hey man, who just walked in owning that car?
Bathroom.
Come out of the stall and get out! Now!
I'm peeing! Oh,
Come out of the fucking vehicle!
Fuck!
Get out here now!
Fuck!
Get out!
I'm
Get your fucking hands up!
What did I do? I didn't do anything! I just went to pee!
Wasn't you.
What?
That's why they told me you're driving that blue car, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. You are now detained. So I figured out exactly why you left from...
Detained?
Because you took off my traffic stop.
What are you talking about?
While she didn't exactly try to hide it, the cop made sure to confirm she was the driver of the blue vehicle before officially detaining her. And now that he's got her cuffed, he's able to get to the bottom of exactly why she sped off, and what she could be hiding from the cops.
Let's go.
No, you need to get...
Come on.
Let me go! Let me go! You are such an asshole! Let me go!
So what happens when you run from the police?
Let me go!
Come on.
No! Let me go! Let me go!
Stand right here.
I didn't do
Stand right here and separate your feet.
Anything.
Separate your feet.
I didn't do anything.
Separate your feet!
I didn't do anything!
This is just the start of the resistance from this woman, as she continues to beg the officer to release her. But this cop isn't making the same mistake twice. Just think of the abuse from his colleagues if he lets this woman escape again. So he radios for backup, and has a second officer keep an eye on her while he continues to try and identify her.
Where's your ID?
I don't know.
What's your name?
Jamie
Jamie what?
Granger.
The only place you're going is to jail.
I didn't do anything.
Okay.
I did not do anything.
Okay.
Please let me go. I just want to call my boyfriend, please.
You're not calling anybody. The only place that you're going to go is to the jail. You're going to go to jail for resisting arrest, eluding.
I didn't
All right?
do anything.
Yes, you did. I stopped you 8 miles down the road. I stopped you 8 miles down the road. You pulled over for me, and then you took off.
No, I did not.
Okay. I got to go talk to the manager really quick.
Call my boyfriend.
The woman was identified as Jamie Granger, and the manager confirmed she was indeed the driver of the blue Hyundai. He also apologized for kicking in their now broken bathroom door. When he returned to Jamie and his colleague, she still hadn't given her identity over, despite having not stopped screaming since the officer left. So he decided it was time to try and finally strike a deal and get some information out of her.
Please, please.
Still no identity.
No, that's fine. If you work with me, I'm going to work with you.
Let me call
Okay.
my boyfriend, please.
If I let you call your boyfriend, you're going to tell me who you are? Where's your phone?
I think it's in my car right there.
Where?
Right, the blue car right behind.
Obviously
right
the blue car, but where in the blue car?
And I don't know, in the console, I think.
Okay. So I noticed that while we were in the bathroom that I smelled a faint odor of alcohol coming from you. Have you had anything to drink today?
A little bit.
A little bit. Is that why you ran from me?
No.
Okay.
No, I didn't
So
know
the
you were
the reason why I stopped you, okay, is because you were called in by several people failing to maintain your lane and going head on with other cars. Okay. Don't play games with me right now, okay? I'm not stupid. Stop treating me like I am, okay? When I turned around and put my lights on, okay? When I turned around to put my lights on, I saw you driving the car. When I got out of the truck and walked around, you decided to take off.
No,
Yes.
I did not. No.
Yes,
no,
you did.
No,
Then what do you call it? Then what do you call
I was
it?
just coming to this gas station.
Negative.
I swear, I did not know you were after me. I swear.
That's why you pulled over for me. That's why I stopped right behind you.
I didn't know.
It's not even in question that Jamie is lying through her teeth here, but at least they have an explanation for everything now. She's had more than a little to drink, so now the officers are tasked with figuring out exactly how much. To calm her down, though, they let her call her boyfriend while they finish some paperwork, and it seems to do the trick. But unfortunately, their moment of peace wouldn't last for so long.
How much you had to drink today?
Nothing.
Yeah, that's not what you told me initially.
No.
So
Nothing.
you had nothing to drink?
No.
Okay. So would you be willing to take some standardized field sobriety tests so I can see? No?
Sure. Yep, I'll take some field sobriety tests. Sure.
So here's the deal. If you try to run,
I'm not gonna run.
all right, I'm going to tack you to the ground and there's a possibility you might get injured.
Not gonna run.
Okay.
I did not. No, I'm not gonna run.
Okay.
Unbuckle me. I'll take whatever test you want.
You want to take some field sobriety tests?
Sure.
All right. So we're going to go right over here. We're going to use
Okay.
that line. That way it's nice and flat.
What
We're out of the
line?
way. That big yellow line right there on the road.
Okay.
All right.
And if I pass these tests,
You're still going to jail.
why?
I already told you.
What'd I do?
For evading.
We've all seen these sobriety tests before. She's made to follow the officer's finger to check for strange eye movements, walk the yellow line, and stand on one leg. But before the cop can even start with the second test, Jamie decides she's had enough. But not in the way you might expect.
Don't start yet. Okay? I didn't tell you to start. Do you understand my test?
You know what? I'm drunk. Okay? I'm drunk.
Okay.
I just want my boyfriend. Okay?
Where's your boyfriend at?
You called him. I don't know.
Okay. Well, do you want to finish the test or do you want to stop?
Just stop.
Okay.
No, do not put me back in those. I will gladly.
Listen to me. I'll put him in the front if you just chill out. Okay? But I have to put him on you. Okay?
Fine.
All right. So you're going to be under arrest for driving under the influence of intoxicating liquor and/or drugs. Okay? There's something I need to read to you. All right?
The cop reads her rights and heads off to do a little more paperwork while she once again calls her boyfriend. The cop is being extremely respectful and understanding to a woman that, frankly, doesn't deserve it at all. And what does he get in return? Well, you're about to find out.
Okay, Jamie. So, what, he hung up on you?
He's gonna come get me.
Well, so we're going to talk about that, okay? You want to hold on to your phone? That way you can use it again? All right. So, with these charges that you're receiving, there is no bond, which means you cannot get out of jail.
I did not do anything.
Well, that's a difference of opinion we have. Okay? So,
What did I do?
you're driving drunk because you're under arrest for driving under the influence, okay? You took off from my traffic stop, which is resisting and evading, so you're going to go to jail for that. Okay?
Traffic stop.
Well, I can't help you if you don't remember, but I definitely remember you. Okay?
Please just let me go.
No.
Please.
That's not how this works. Okay, that's not how this works.
What am I supposed to do?
Sit in jail. All right?
No,
So,
I can't just sit in jail.
part of the process of towing your car is I have to inventory it. Now, are there any large quantities of money that I need to be made aware of that
No.
way? Okay. Do you have any firearms in there?
No.
Okay. I have to ask those questions, all right?
It seems that something about the officer searching her car set her off. But just seconds after the cop discovers 2 open bottles of vodka by the driver's seat, she goes ballistic.
Let me go.
Okay.
What?
Tell you what.
Let me go.
I'm going to put the handcuffs behind your back if you don't stop.
No. Let me go.
No.
I did not do this. Let me go. You cannot hold my car.
Okay. No, you're not getting out.
Yes, I am. No, no, no. Get off me. Get off me. Get off me. Stop it.
You're going to get a
Stop it. Sexual assault.
You're gonna get an additional.
Let me go.
charge.
Do you?
Let me go.
You're going to get battery
Sexual
on
assault.
You're going to get another charge if
No,
you hit me.
let me go. Let me go.
Come back over here. Put your
No.
seatbelt on.
No.
Come back
Let
over
me
here.
go.
Come on.
No.
Come on. Okay.
Let me go!
The kick to the officer's chest disconnected his body cam for a moment, but when it returns, she's outside of the vehicle still crying, but with an extra charge of battery on an officer. What's almost worse than the resisting, biting, and kicking is the false claims of sexual assault at the officer. When horrible people like Jamie make these bogus allegations, it belittles women who are actually victims of it, and can result in actual claims being discredited in future cases. But that seems to be the least of Jamie's worries. She's more concerned with making as big a scene as possible, in the delusional hope that it'll somehow get her released.
Let me go! Let me go!
Get in there. Get in.
No!
Get
Let
in.
me go! No!
Get in.
No!
Get in.
Get your feet in. Get your feet in.
Let me go! Let me go!
Get in.
No!
Get your feet in.
No! Let me go!
Just
Let
get
me
in.
go!
Just get in. Come on.
No!
Put
no!
your foot in.
No!
Can you
No.
go around to the other side? We'll drag her in.
Let me go! Let me go!
Put your foot in there.
No!
Come on. You'll get another charge.
No!
Get in.
No!
Get in.
No!
Put your foot in.
You're hurting me!
Get in. Just pull her, Avi. Thank you. Leave her. Aye. This is why I hate drunk people, dude.
Unfortunately for this poor officer, he had to spend many more hours with Jamie while he took her to jail and booked her. But we are able to skip straight to the charges. In court, she pleaded guilty to aggravated DWI and 2 counts of battery on a police officer. But unfortunately, her exact charges are unknown. But if you thought that was bad, wait until you see this next Karen. These 2 cops were called to an apartment building for a noise complaint, but things escalated quickly.
You need to get away from the house. And you?
Yeah, I don't like you either, so as long as we understand.
I am a nurse, and I did 12
You're an
years
LPN?
of it.
Yeah.
And you need to get off. And I told you this is
No,
a
no,
locked building. Get outside of my building now.
The woman is clearly intoxicated and completely unaware of what's going on. Remember, she's the one that called the cops to her building, but it seems she's completely forgotten exactly why she did that and is now taking offense to the police's presence in her building.
You're a lieutenant,
No, I'm not a lieutenant.
so get down.
Because I'm not a lieutenant.
I said get down!
I dare you to touch me. That'll be great.
Oh, that will never happen.
Who called? You were drunk.
I'm telling you to get
call?
out of my building.
What's going
Because
on
I'm
today?
sick. I need to go to the hospital.
What's wrong?
Anxiety. Why is this happening? Why? We're not even speaking anything. Tell him to get out.
It doesn't-
Bye.
You need to tell us why you called or go back inside.
Bye.
You want to tell us why you called?
The cops are clearly not fazed by the woman whatsoever, and are just there to do their jobs. They were called by the woman and want to get to the bottom of why. If they can determine that it was done maliciously with no good reason, they can charge her for wasting police resources. But with the way things are going, she's about to catch a disorderly conduct case as well.
You don't ever come around my door.
How about this?
Here.
Don't call us and I won't come back here.
I will have you disbarred.
Okay? Have me disbarred. Please do it.
I was a nurse for over many years.
I don't care.
Exactly. I don't care!
I think it solved itself.
And you don't ever walk up my stairs!
Get inside.
Do not walk up my stairs again!
I'm going to treat you like a 4-year-old and start counting if you don't go in there.
I have a locked building. Raphael, you... Locked building.
Let's just go inside.
I'm telling you.
All right, just go inside.
Do not ever come in my building.
Shut up.
The officers know the woman is just extremely drunk and confused, and staying on her property is just making things worse. So they decide to just leave and hope she manages to settle down. But before they do, they see her leave her apartment and start attacking one of her tenants.
Put your hands behind your back. Knock it off. Stop it. I got it. Hold on.
I'm going to jail. I did something bad.
Yeah, you're going to jail. We give you a lot of breaks, man. Stop it.
I'm sorry.
After her arrest, the woman was taken to the police station for further processing, where she continues to be loud, angry, and awkward as ever.
Listen to my name. Aunt Stinson. My name's Aunt Stinson. Call my family.
Look at the camera.
No, take my... No. I said no. No. Take my watch.
Are you going to be able to get through this?
No.
Oh.
Because he
You're going to be able to get through this problem. Why is he? Okay, listen
He
to me.
did wrong.
Are you listening?
I didn't do anything wrong. He did this. He
Would
did
you like
it.
to have
No.
calm down?
No.
It took a while, but the woman was eventually processed and charged with disorderly conduct. She was allowed to sleep off the alcohol in jail and sent back on her way. But somehow, this woman doesn't even come close to the level of anger and violence that the girl in our next case does.
Get the off. Get off.
On February 25th, 2022, cops received a call about a possible drunk driver outside a bar. When they arrived, they found something they never expected. The driver of the vehicle was asleep with the engine on and his foot on the gas pedal. Had the car not been in park, he'd have been speeding straight ahead into traffic. So the cops knew they were going to have to wake the driver up and figure out what's going on.
Take your foot off the gas. Just go ahead and step out of the vehicle for me, all right? How much have you had to drink tonight?
73 to 30 advised reference time.
I'm tired, dude.
You were passed out with your foot on the pedal. And the gas, the accelerator. You realize what could have happened here, right?
Smoked any weed today?
Yes, sir.
Yeah?
Earlier, yeah.
Yeah, when was the last time?
Earlier,
It smells like it in the car.
The man admits to have been drinking and smoking tonight, and judging by his slurred speech and condition when they found him, it's clear he was definitely too impaired to be driving. So he decides to skip the sobriety tests and gets put straight in cuffs.
I'm sorry. That was bad. That shouldn't have happened.
You understand, sir, if you weren't in park, your car would have been going across the street into traffic.
100%.
You promise I'm not going to jail? I can't make that promise. If you could find a ride, you won't go to jail.
I promise. Please call my mom.
Hold on one second, sir.
in there, dude. I'm so sorry.
Now, this should be where the story ends, but it turns out the man's girlfriend was still inside the bar, and when she saw the cops searching her car, she was not happy whatsoever.
Oh my god, what the going on? That's my car.
Okay. Well, here, I'll...
What the are you doing?
You need to calm down.
No, you need to get the out of my
placed
car.
under arrest. You want to be...
For what?
Then talk...
To cut record this right now. What the for what? To cut record this right now. I did literally nothing wrong. No. What the why are you searching my car?
Because your boyfriend was passed out in the car. He was in the driver's seat.
For what?
Drunk driving.
It's obvious his girlfriend isn't exactly sober either, and the more the cops try to calm her down, the angrier she seems to get.
What are you talking about? Why are you in my car?
Because he was in the car, he was operating the car, and he's now under arrest for...
How? How? Where's the security footage? Run it! Are you shitting me right now? You searched that's my car! You didn't have my permission!
Are you want to take your marijuana?
My marijuana?
Yeah. Because there's
you arrested him!
Yeah, and there's marijuana in the car.
Go ahead, slap me with the ticket because it's decriminalized in the state of Ohio. It is decriminalized in the state of Ohio. That's my SUV. You don't have my permission to search any goddamn more.
I don't need your permission.
Go ahead.
Search the car and
no, you're not going to search my car.
You need to raise your voice or you're going to be placed under
arrest. For what? Your investigation for what? That's my car. You did not get a search warrant. That is my car and you do not have my permission.
The cops obviously are correct here, and they are allowed to search the vehicle. As the man admitted to smoking marijuana and the cops smelled it inside the vehicle, they have reasonable suspicion to believe that either the man or the owner of the vehicle were breaking the law. This gives them the authority to search the vehicle and confiscate the drugs without a search warrant. However, the girl just doesn't seem to understand this and continues shouting and arguing with the cops for a further 3 minutes before they decide to put her under arrest. But they could never expect what she would do next.
I literally don't have none on me. I literally don't have none on me.
It doesn't matter.
You're
for officer safety, you're not walking behind.
Nothing is on me right now. I want to walk behind you because you're not going to play shit on my goddamn boyfriend. He's a felon.
Put your hands behind your back.
For what?
Obstruction of official business.
Go ahead, because I have money, baby. We're going to sue the state of Claremont County.
But tonight you won't be. Stop. Go to jail.
I literally did nothing. You have no.
Put your hands behind your back.
Put your hand behind your back,
ma'am.
Get the
Stop.
Get off.
Right now.
Also, I need 5 men.
Everybody's close.
Get the I need one mother. One mother can arrest me. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I got her.
Go ahead. Get the me.
If you kick again, you're going to get hobbled.
I literally didn't. Get
in the car.
Where's your mark?
Get in the car.
Where's your mark?
Get in the car. Putting the seatbelt on.
Thank you, please. Safety is very important.
After aggressively resisting the officers and even kicking one of them in the head, she's finally placed in the back of a patrol vehicle and taken to the station. In search of the vehicle, multiple pill bottles and large bags of marijuana were also recovered. The girl was hit with charges of obstructing official business, resisting arrest, and disorderly conduct. It's unclear what the man's charges were, but he was allowed to return to his apartment after the events of that night. But none of these Karens were quite as entitled and insane as this one.
I want the manager of the airport here, and I want it now!
On the 25th of May 2021, police were called to a public disturbance at an airport. They had no idea what to expect, but they didn't think it'd be this bad.
I did nothing.
Ma'am, what happened?
This guy chokeholded me.
Ma'am.
What the f is wrong with him?
Calm down. Keep it down, okay?
No, you need to talk to him. He chokeholded me. They saw it. My God, what is wrong with America?
Calm down. Calm down.
No, that guy
Ma'am,
needs to be arrested.
Come on, let's go over here.
You saw it. You saw it.
Ma'am.
You saw it. He chokeholded me.
Ma'am, what's your name? I'm Officer Hoffman.
He threw me to the ground.
What's your name?
My name is Terry Ann Blues.
We'll come over here and we'll talk, okay?
As you'd expect, none of the other passengers saw anyone chokehold Terry, but they did see her drunkenly rush to her gate and push past other passengers to get to the front of the queue. A passenger stopped her from pushing past and forced her back in line. This caused her to start yelling and claiming that she was assaulted. As you can tell from this next clip, her actions didn't make her very popular with the other passengers.
I want the manager of the fucking airport here! Who saw me choking? Who saw him choke me to the ground? Who saw me?
I
saw you run through the door when you weren't supposed to.
He chokeholded me to the ground!
Ma'am, let's go over here. Ma'am.
I'm a woman!
Over here.
In a dress!
Ma'am, let's go over here. Ma'am, let's go over here, okay?
Boo-hoo! You fuck off! I want the manager of the airport here! No!
Ma'am.
No!
Calm down.
I want the manager here!
Okay, we'll get the manager.
I'm not gonna be treated like this!
Ma'am.
I want an officer here!
Ma'am, I am Officer Hoffman.
I've been through hell trying to get through this goddamn airport service! I want some help! And I want it now!
Terry continues to scream and plead for one of the other passengers to stand up for her and say they saw the attack, but to no avail. She spends the next 5 minutes repeating the same story and doesn't stop screaming at any point. So the cop decides instead to go and talk to the man that she's claiming attacked her. But the interaction didn't go the way the cop expected.
Thank you. Was it you?
Yes.
Can you come out? Sure. She's not going to bother. You can come out too.
How are you?
So what happened?
She was making a ruckus over there in front of the thing. She came up behind us to get in the boarding line, and it wasn't her group, I guess.
She tried to bust through?
Yeah.
She came over and shut the door, told us to go in. The door was halfway shut and she came rushing through the door.
She said that you grabbed her neck.
I pushed her.
So you have an ID or anything?
Absolutely, yeah.
The man explained his side of the story politely, stayed calm, and complied with the officer, a direct contrast to how Terry is still acting.
Terry, calm down and breathe.
No!
Let's go have a seat.
No!
Terry.
This guy chokeholded me! Look at the cameras!
Okay.
He threw me to the ground and chokeholded me!
Okay.
Another passenger!
Do you know what he
Because
looks like?
that woman at the reservation just sent him on me!
You want to come have a seat so I can help you out?
Please help me.
I'm here to help you, okay? Let's get you sit down so you can catch your breath. You want some water? You want to go to the water fountain with me? That's the water fountain over here, okay? Do you want to get some water? Sure.
Yeah, everybody, thank you for sticking up for me!
Okay.
She's temperamental, but she's slowly calming down. However, she's still lashing out at the passengers for not immediately rushing to her aid.
Thank you for helping me!
That's her stuff. Okay,
Fucking
thank you.
assholes!
There, no, right here.
Some America! They all saw it! They all saw it!
Okay, Terry.
He's still there in the door! The guy that chokeholded me!
Terry, okay. Here, get some water.
Yeah, don't care about my shit. I don't care. I just want to go home! Oh my God, I'm never flying again. I can't stand America. I'm moving to Spain.
Did you have anything to drink today, Terry?
Yes, I did. Is that against the law?
No, it's not. How much did you have to drink today?
I had a couple of margaritas.
Couple of margaritas.
You can go talk to the bartender. Okay. I had a very fine time with those people until I got here.
Terry is right. It's not illegal to have a few drinks, but it's almost certainly contributing to her outburst. At this point, it's been almost 15 minutes and she's still yet to calm down. In fact, she seems to only be getting worse.
You go talk to him until that guy chokeholded me. No, you haven't even got him off the plane to talk to him. No!
Relax.
You need to investigate.
Terry, relax.
I'm a retired officer.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't have to.
Who are you a police officer with?
NYPD, is that good enough?
No, that's good. Thank you for your service, Terry.
No, I don't need to explain why that guy chokeholded me when he's a passenger. And nobody here stood up for me. Nobody fucking took a report, nothing.
Terry, calm down.
It's all on camera. Everybody saw it.
Terry.
Nobody would stand up and said this girl was chokeholded by a passenger.
Terry.
Shame on all of you.
Terry, calm down.
I don't give a fuck. That's why America is fucking going to the dogs. Because nobody will stand up for anyone.
Terry. Calm down.
You fucking piece of shit.
Terry.
Put your other arm behind your back.
Give me your arm, Terry.
I'm not, no. Oh, I'm being arrested for being chokehold. Please,
worry.
someone film this. Please.
You want to lock it?
God damn it, please, someone.
All of the attempts to calm Terry down failed, so the cops were left with no choice but to put her in cuffs and take her away. But even this didn't stop her from screaming and being violent against the officers.
Stop!
And if you calm down, it won't hurt anymore.
Oh, you fucking asshole. Put my legs down! Put my legs down!
Keep kicking me.
Please! Somebody film this!
Terry.
God damn it, leave me alone! Fucking two-face! Get away from me! She told me she would help me. She's a fucking two-face.
I just got you kicking my partner on camera, so...
Yeah.
I don't care! I've never been to jail in my life!
Terry was then taken out of the wheelchair and cops attempted to put her in the back of the patrol vehicle. But who would have guessed? This just made her more violent.
I told you to talk to the bartender! Please help me! Help me! Let go of the cuffs!
We're not taking the cuffs off.
I'm not fucking doing anything unless you let go of these fuck. You break my arm.
I'm not trying to break your arm, but you a state of resistance.
No, I'm not. I'm a mother. Don't do this to me.
Step up, man.
God damn you.
Ma'am, step
Stop.
up.
No.
Step in the vehicle.
You fucking asshole. Let me alone. Terry. Let me alone.
Terry.
Let me alone. They're fucking breaking my arms. God damn you. You motherfuckers. Take these cuffs off of me. I'll go quietly immediately. You take these fucking goddamn cuffs off on me.
We're not taking the cuffs.
No!
After literally 5 minutes of effort, the cops were finally able to get Terry in the back of a police car, where she continued to scream for the entire ride back to the jail. After the presumably long journey for the cops, Terry was charged with public intoxication, resisting arrest, possession of marijuana, and possession of a dangerous drug. It seems that alcohol-fueled rage and Karens often go hand in hand, as this next one not only displayed entitlement and physical violence, but also resorted to racism. This officer was called to a bar on the night of August 11th, where there was an intoxicated woman allegedly attacking multiple people and causing a serious disturbance. The woman was quickly identified as Christina Cabot, the wife of the previous mayor of the town, and someone who has clearly overstayed her welcome at the bar.
That bitch is crazy. Literally. You can't make me laugh on camera. You get me in trouble.
Okay, I'm on camera. That bitch is crazy. No, true story. She was literally been in here. She walked into me. Why are you in here? I said, oh, it's a cool bar. They don't like you, you're black. I said, what do you mean?
She's been in the bar for a while. But just being dumb.
Yeah.
No.
I don't know if you know who she is. She's Tim Kenneth.
We all do, yeah.
You all do.
Yeah.
Just, maybe take her to the next city over. Like they
But
do it
she's
a lot of times.
been touching people, pushing people.
Okay.
She tried to push me off her chair.
No, seriously. Okay, so I was smoking cigars now.
Yep.
Other patrons of this bar detail exactly what Christina has been doing to cause the disturbance, and it's clear she hasn't made herself popular. This is also the second time today that police have been called to remove her from a bar. She's been intoxicated nearly the entire day, so the police decide it's time to have a chat with her and get her back to the station.
Who's this guy?
His name's Dan.
You know what happened to me.
If I be honest.
What happened to you?
If I be quite honest with you.
You know what happened to me. I'm Tim.
Yeah, but no, this is different.
I don't know what
But
happened.
Where have you been?
Like just now or
Did
like
you
my
just
whole
get
life?
here?
No, I was talking to other people.
No, you just got into lacrosse this year?
No, we had dinner together over at Turbo like 6 years ago.
And you're going to pretend like you don't know what happened to me?
I know who you are. I don't know what happened to you.
This town is going to shut Tim and I down everywhere we go because of what happened to me. Because the police department said that I did something wrong. All these white fucking motherfuckers think that I did something wrong.
Okay.
Even though the police department dropped all the charges. Even though the police department continued to investigate me when they had no right.
So what does that have to do with tonight's
Nothing.
actions?
I don't even know who called the police on it.
A few people
You should go ask them.
So they've already told me. They
What
said
did
that
they
you
say?
were pushing people and touching people and trying to push people off their stools and acting disorderly.
Christina lets the cops know that she believes the city of La Crosse, where they are, is out to get her and her husband. Evidently, the police have investigated her in the past and dropped the case, but obviously there's something bigger at play here, or at least that's what she's trying to insinuate. In reality, Christina is extremely intoxicated and looking for any reason to blame someone else for the ruckus she's been causing, and a way to get out of this situation.
This is the guy right here. Let's go talk to him. Come on.
No, we're not.
Hey, tell him what you think about me.
I didn't talk to you once.
When I pushed you off your bar stool, right?
You never know. I never said that.
I do it on my place. I'm not a company.
Sure, I think we lost you.
The police are told that Christina was politely asked to leave the bar multiple times, to which she violently refused, becoming both verbally and physically abusive, starting fights with anyone she could get her hands on. At one point, she even sat down in the middle of the bar and began kicking and screaming like a child. It was at this point the police were called to the scene.
She needs to go. I don't care where she goes. I don't care where the she goes, but she needs to go.
No, we're not going to go inside, ma'am.
Christian, stay here for us.
You know my name. You go in there. Oh, you're just going to accept that? We're going to be able to treat me like this as long as I live here?
Treat you like what?
This?
How are we treating you?
You're here. I did nothing wrong because they called the police on me because they're white.
What was the other call?
Same thing.
The guy that I talked. Look at this. We're talking about him and white supremacist.
I'd just like to put in a good word for that lady right there. She's an okay lady.
She's okay?
Yeah, she's an okay lady.
Okay. I appreciate that.
Yep. I just want to put in a good word for her. But, whoa! What the fuck was that? I do this shit. Why you push me? And I ain't went nowhere.
We'll take it.
You did see that, right? This guy came over to put in a good word for her after talking with Christina in the background, and then she immediately walked over to pay him directly in front of the cops.
Actually, I don't feel safe in the city anymore.
Out of hand.
What's more is, if something happens to me tonight...
It's my job, bro. Bro, that's what you know that. Yeah, no. I swear to God.
You're good.
Bro,
you saw that, right?
I do this shit, bro. Thank you.
Ma'am, is it okay if we talk over here for a second?
I do this shit for real.
You come over here and talk to me. And my name is Christina, and you know me.
I'm just calling you
Don't
ma'am.
call me ma'am.
Why?
Thank you.
Christina.
Because I asked
Christina,
you not to.
is it okay if we talk over here, Christina?
No, I don't know what you want to talk to me about,
Okay.
but I'm pretty sure you can do it right here. No one's
So
here.
unfortunately, you do have to go to jail tonight, okay?
Wait, let me put... Do you think I deserve to be arrested right now?
What you being charged with?
I don't know. What am I being charged with?
You've been arrested for disorderly conduct.
Disorderly conduct?
You being detained.
Oh, white girl. I don't want to jail.
Due to everything that's gone on so far, the cops decide to put her in cuffs and take her to jail for the night. Frankly, it's impressive that even while restrained, she still managed to make enemies. On the way back to the car, she refused to cooperate and made her legs weak, forcing the cops to drag her. And even that wasn't the most annoying thing she did on this walk.
I need you to put that wallet in my purse.
I'm gonna carry it all the way over there. Okay? Just like
no,
this.
I want you to put it in my purse.
Well, let's go and then we'll make it happen, okay? Thank you.
I'm not going anywhere.
There we go. You just need to walk?
Yeah. Next spine problems.
Is there a reason why you're doing this, Christina?
Yeah.
Here we go. Please walk. Please walk.
No.
Please walk.
No. Why?
Can we walk over here,
This
please?
is nice.
I'm gonna walk all the way down there. It's already had to carry you because you were being uncooperative.
Christy, can you please sit in there?
No.
We're trying to be decent,
No, I
please.
can't. You're not being decent.
Please.
You've been here
Please
forever
don't
and you
hurt the
know
officer.
Tim.
I do know Tim.
I can't believe
That
you're
doesn't
doing
have
this.
anything to do with your
Yeah,
actions.
it does. I didn't do anything. No, I can't. For you?
Okay, ma'am.
After acting like this all night, you'd think it'd be time for her to drop the act back at the station. But she thinks differently, choosing to make the entire team's lives as hard as physically possible.
Christy Cabot. She's not real cooperative. She wants to sit in this. She's not resistive. She just wants to sit in the squad car. So we had to force her in there. So.
She's right here?
Yeah.
Christy. You said Christy, right?
Yeah.
Christy. Can I help you sit up here? Christy. Oh, okay. You're all right.
Chris, get your bowl in this PVC for me. Careful. I got the wheelchair behind you guys.
Oh, my heart.
Well, yeah, I want TV.
This is my hands. You're fine, I'm
Okay, for you guys. This is just, I went to jail. She said, nope.
You guys are really hurting me. What are you doing? God, I must be so fucking violent. Can I please? Whatever this is, it hurts.
I'm just holding on. I want you to fall. We're going to go back. We're going to go back.
You can let go.
Well, I'm going to hang on to you.
And also this hurts, whatever this is. We'll do that.
The cops finally managed to get Christina into a wheelchair so they can properly bring her into the station, kicking and screaming all the way there. She was charged with disorderly conduct and resisting arrest, as well as firmly placing herself on the bad side of pretty much every cop and civilian in the entire town. Christina showed exactly how awkward Karens can make situations like this, but this Karen is perhaps the worst of them all, as she was arrested for going on a racist rant at a group of Muslims. She had just been detained by police in Walgreens and had her plan to make the officers' lives as awkward as possible. But this cop is here to immediately shut her down.
Ma'am, no weapons on you or anything like that?
No, here.
No, that's okay. Stand up for me, please.
No.
Just make sure you don't have any weapons on you.
Look, I don't even have
know.
pockets.
Turn around. I don't want to touch you.
I don't have pockets.
Great. Under arrest for battery.
I didn't do any battery.
No, when you spit on people, that's battery.
No, I did not. Listen, he verbally abused me.
Well, that doesn't give you the right to spit on him. Guess what? You verbally abused me as soon as I got here. Did I spit on you?
No.
You're under arrest for battery. No, yep, definitely doing that.
That hurts.
Yeah, they're handcuffs. They're not for comfort.
Can I take my purse?
Absolutely. Come on.
Oh,
Let's go.
please don't. No,
oh,
don't
no,
hurt
you're definitely
me,
going to jail. Let's go. Walk.
Unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
Can I leave my car here?
That's absolutely fine. Sure.
Yeah, this is unbelievable.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
10-15.
Officer, this is unbelievable.
Let's go.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Well, I'll get a good attorney.
God bless you.
Yep. God bless me. God, because I'm a Christian.
Christians don't talk like you.
This cop managed to get her in cuffs and out the door in record time, but he still has to get her into the patrol vehicle and back to jail, and this Karen isn't going down easy.
Confirm for me, or
do this, please. I didn't do anything.
How about you just stand there and stop talking? How about we do that? How about we do that? That doesn't give you an excuse to act the way that you're acting. None. Just stop talking.
You have to leave. We'll take care of it. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, you guys have to leave.
This officer saw me last night. I've been having a lot happening in my life. You really think that's gonna happen?
With a simple
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But you can you apologize too? I apologize. I'm not a racist. I have friends that are Muslim. Okay? I have friends that are Muslim. Oh, that hurts. You're hurting my hand.
well, they're handcuffs. They're not for comfort.
Well, I've never had handcuffs.
So that's a no. Okay, so
Except when I
those
was-
same Muslims that you were talking shit to just decided your fate and they elected to not prosecute.
You. God bless you.
Yeah, God bless them. Because if it was up to me, you'd be going to jail.
Come on, officer, please.
But they decided, as the victim, that you were not going to jail.
Oh.
I suggest you watch your mouth because the particular shut up, listen. The particular group that you decide to mouth off to were professional or nice. Some people might kick you in your face and they're gonna come pick up the pieces. So I suggest you watch your mouth.
In an act of extreme kindness, the group of Muslims she spat at and was racist towards decided not to press charges and asked the police to let her go. But somehow, even that isn't enough to stop this woman from running her mouth.
My father was with the Army. He was a captain in the Army.
Did anybody get her 14?
Look what you did to my aunt.
You should be going to jail.
Huh? Oh. Can you get me my purse, please?
Hey, you got a 14?
I thought he was holding it.
Get your stuff and leave.
No, what do I do with this?
What do you do with what?
Oh, that hurts.
That's unfortunate.
Well, I've never had this happen to me
Then keep
before.
your mouth shut and you won't have it happen again.
Don't talk to me.
Literally keep your mouth shut because you spit on somebody.
Listen, you don't know what he did to me.
You don't
before.
have the right to ask me how to talk to you when you're disrespecting people.
He disrespected me first.
Literally spitting on people. Gather your belongings, count your blessings, and leave.
Listen, I'm a
Bye.
Christian.
Yeah. Well, you need to look
And
that
I-
up.
And I go to Calvary Chapel.
You need to.
All right?
That's concerning.
Yeah,
very concerning.
Yeah, we'll talk to Pastor Doug.
I will actually. I will talk to Pastor Doug and let him know how you feel about
Sunday.
different religions.
Sunday for church.
Okay, for sure.
Okay?
Yeah.
11 a.m.
Good night.
Good night. Thank you, officer.
You have a good night, ma'am.
Thank you.
Get
And
home safe.
thank you, officer. You're respectful. You're respectful.
They all are,
Please,
man.
you are not. And thank God for President Trump.
Not the president.
I don't even know what that means.
We'll enjoy him too.
This woman was incredibly fortunate to be let away with no charges, unlike this young Karen who couldn't keep her mouth shut and faced all the consequences she deserved.
I got out of a DUI and got let off with a warning.
Skylar was pulled over after an officer saw her weaving around the road in a way that suggested she might not have been completely sober. But according to her video, she claims that using her flirtatious and quick wit, she managed to trick the officer and get away with a warning.
I blew a 3.8 and he let me off with a f***ing warning and gave me his number and said we should meet for coffee or lunch. He was hot, so I'm getting lunch with him tomorrow.
If her story is true, then the officer would be in serious trouble. But luckily, the officer in question recorded the entire interaction on his body cam, and the video tells a completely different story.
Hello. My name's Deputy Stahl. I'm the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office. I pulled you over because you were weaving a little bit back there. Where are you coming from?
I was coming from my friend's house. I actually just got dumped.
Okay.
So I was like crying and like I'm really
okay.
sorry.
Were you on your phone and stuff too?
I was trying to call him to get a hold of him because my heart hurts
Okay.
so bad.
Well, I'm just concerned that you were weaving because of alcohol, but if you're on your phone, have you been drinking or anything tonight? No? Okay.
The deputy then does give Skylar a card with the sheriff department's information on it, but it didn't include his personal number and it didn't come with an invitation to dinner.
Sounds like you're having a rough night, so I'm not going to add to that by writing you a ticket or anything, okay? So I'm just going to give you a warning. It's not a big deal. I just want to make sure you're okay. You were weaving a little bit, and I just want to make sure you're okay to operate the motor vehicle, and I believe you are. So my information's right here on the front. The reason I stopped you here is on the back. Wherever you're headed, get there safely, and I'm sorry you're having a bad night.
Yeah, I'm just right down the street. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
No, you're fine. Yeah, no, you don't need to apologize. I mean, you were weaving a little bit with no traffic out. I just want to make sure you're okay, that's all.
Skylar's video doesn't just contain disgusting footage of her laughing and bragging about exploiting this officer's kindness, but also states that she blew a 3.8 on the breathalyzer, ignoring that she wasn't even tested in the first place. The legal limit is only around 0.8 and already makes driving dangerous, but a reading of 3.8 would imply Skylar was not only blackout drunk, but close to death, as at a level of 4.0, respiratory failure is likely. But this doesn't mean Skylar was lying about being drunk underage. Videos were later discovered of her chugging tequila from the bottle and acting drunk at a party just hours before she was caught driving. After she was confronted with this, Skylar confessed and admitted to everything.
I ended up getting a little too intoxicated. I was taking shots all night and I decided to make the dumb decision to get into my car and drive.
She also admitted that the officer never asked her out. That was just a lie for social media attention. Regardless of her confession though, no further action was taken against her or the officer who failed to test her, unlike this next Karen who didn't get off nearly as easily. This suspect's public outburst takes place on a plane ready for takeoff. Prior to the footage, she's been asked to leave multiple times due to her refusal to wear a mask during the pandemic.
Hello.
We're gonna take you off the aircraft.
Yep, you're gonna have to get off the aircraft,
Yeah,
okay?
and you're out there,
Yep.
and I compliment you in that way.
She's a representative of the aircraft. They don't want you flying on their plane today, okay? So you're gonna have to get off the
They
aircraft.
made us wait and wait and wait.
Yeah, that's the way it is, but right now I'm gonna
And
need you...
that's fine, and I will respect that.
Okay, so I'm gonna need you to grab your bag and just
And I
step
did
off
not
the
do
aircraft.
anything, actually. Disrespect.
We'll talk about it outside.
Disruptive, besides speak my mind.
Okay.
And you know what? I live in America, and that's what fucking America's about.
calm down.
No, you know
Listen
that.
to me. Grab your
No,
bag.
you know that.
When she's asked to grab her bag and leave, she says something truly weird. The suspect has a lot of strange mannerisms and seems to have very severe mood swings. Pay attention to how her expression suddenly changes and how she seems to rapidly experience a wide range of emotions throughout the encounter.
No one's gonna put their hands on you.
All right, yeah, you
Grab
won't.
your bag and
Yeah,
just step off
you
the...
won't.
Okay, but I need you to get up.
No. You
Okay?
need me to get up? You may need me to get up, but you know what I feel my need to do as a person? Just like Jesus motherfucking Christ.
You need to calm
No, no, I'm gonna do what I
Calm
need to do. I'm gonna say what I need to do. And if you're gonna do whatever you feel you need to
Okay.
do to me, right?
You
So
ready?
I'm gonna say what I have meant to say.
Yeah.
No, to everybody.
Stand up, man.
Everybody is
You're
doing
gonna
this.
get arrested if you do not
I'm
stop.
already gonna get arrested.
You're gonna...
The police warn the suspects that if she doesn't cooperate, they'll have to put their hands on her. Her response is dramatic. She also latches onto a supposed promise one of the officers made, that she wouldn't be arrested if she gets off the plane.
Here's what's happening. They're gonna deplane the aircraft. I'm gonna take you off the
That was
plane.
already happening. Don't.
And you're going to jail.
It won't happen
Okay.
if you get up and walk out with me right now.
Yeah.
But if you're not going to,
trust
Yep.
that.
That's how it's gonna work.
Do you feel that's a threatening system?
That's the way it is, man.
Not cool.
Are you
I
gonna-
want to trust you. You want to trust me? That's not healing. We're not healing.
The suspect is led from the plane and placed under arrest. Her reaction is childlike. She cries in an unconvincing way and seems to feel that the experience has violated her human rights. Listen to her describe her actions. The way she seems to think she acted is far from the truth, but it's hard to say whether she's deliberately lying or there's something more to it.
Okay. Come with me.
I wasn't doing it.
Come with me.
Why are you doing that?
The suspect continuously switches between claims of being victimized and anger towards the cops. She seems to feel that she's been personally wronged and that one of the cops lied to her to get her to comply. She accuses this cop of not wearing a mask himself.
How is anyone gonna stop anything when you lie to them?
You had your chance, ma'am.
I had my chance. You didn't even give me a chance. I looked at you in your eyes and I knew you were lying to me. I saw you outside before I even came in with your mask off.
Once again, we see a case where the person being arrested decides to single out a particular officer to blame for everything. The suspect refuses to cooperate with a particular cop but says they're willing to comply with other members of law enforcement.
All right, ready to step out? Are you going to comply with everybody?
No, with you too, yes. Not with you, because you're a liar.
Okay.
Towards the end of the arrest, she repeatedly says things that seem to come out of nowhere, including the suggestion that a nurse there to check on her is attracted to the officer she has an issue with.
Here, let me get your temperature at least. And, oh, you think he's cute? Oh, yeah, I thought he was cute too. I looked in his eyeballs and I thought he looked into my eyeballs, and then he abused that.
Her unpredictable mood and irrational reactions continue right up until the video ends, with her saying that the fact that she can't relax is the fault of law enforcement. Seems likely that there are some psychiatric issues at play here, though. Without a professional opinion, it's hard to say for sure. But this next Karen completely crossed the line when she thought she could be blatantly racist and get away with it.
Go back to India! Why? We don't want you here!
On August 24th, 2022, 3 women of Indian American descent were leaving the 60 Vines restaurant in Plano, Texas. While saying their goodbyes in the parking lot, they were confronted by this extremely angry woman out of nowhere.
Shut the f*** up! Who do you think you go back to India? Go back to India! Why? We don't want you here! We don't want to hang out with We don't want you here! If things are so great in your country, then stay there!
The woman, named Miss Upton, became enraged when she heard the 3 friends saying goodbye in an Indian language and decided to give them a piece of her mind. The 3 ladies gave as good as they got, and as you can see here, the situation spiraled out of control.
We were not talking to you. You came here. Get lost. Oh, come closer. Come closer. Oh my God, guys, record. She's hitting me. She's hitting me. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, she's hitting me. She's hitting me. Fucking furry ass bitches. She's a white woman wearing a black dress. No, I'm not white. I'm Mexican. I'm Mexican. And I paid my fucking way here. Oh my God, she's hitting my friend now.
Miss Upton knows she's on camera, yet she still chooses to lie about hitting the woman and even films the incident herself. Probably not the smartest move, since she's just recording her own extremely racist outburst.
I am not hitting your friend. You guys are all about... I don't know, but she just hit my hand. She tried to hit my phone away. I'm in a video now. I'm at the 69 parking lot. Oh, here. Can you please send some help? Oh, these fucking Indians. They come to America because they want a better life. Yes, but they're obviously not living the great life in India. No, she has a car. I'm scared. If we even talk to you, why did you walk up to us to talk to you? Yes. Because I hate you fucking Indians. That's why. Did you guys come to our country? If you are Mexican, why don't you go back to Mexico? And you want everything you're Mexican. I'm a Mexican American. I was born here. Were you born here? What makes you think that because of the way you speak? Because I'm a Mexican American, but I speak English.
The 4 of us were talking. Why would you come and talk to us and make a racist comment?
Now she's hitting the 3rd person. I'm not going to talk to you when you have your fucking camera on. If you want to turn your fucking camera off, I'm happy to talk.
We are in
turn it off.
And she's telling us about your country.
I'm talking with my friends.
We were just
everywhere I fucking go, you Indians are fucking everywhere.
So she's...
If life here, and please, I'm just raising stuff here. Yes. If life is so great in India, why the fuck are y'all here?
I don't know if you can say.
Why are
She's
y'all
coming
here?
back. She's coming back.
This is a country where I am in
naturalized citizen here. You have.
You're a naturalized citizen. You're not a born and raised citizen.
Don't engage.
Why are you here?
Don't engage. Because you are not my friend. You're a,
No, you're not my
you're a
friend.
stranger, and you have no right to come and talk to us.
No, you're right. You know what, ma'am? You're right.
We will do
Ma'am,
that.
I am
We'll do that.
sorry.
We'll
Ma'am,
do that.
ma'am, I am sorry.
We'll do that.
You know what?
We'll do that. I'm not.
Okay, well, fuck you. Peace, I'm trying to reach out. Peace, I overstepped my bounds, and I'm sorry.
She's suddenly apologizing and saying peace. I don't know what that means, but please have them come here because we are not feeling safe here. We don't feel safe right now.
What? Look, I'm not gonna hurt you guys. Look at me. I'm all of 100 pounds, and you guys weigh well over 200 pounds.
As you may have guessed, it turns out her apology wasn't as sincere as you might have thought. But what she does next takes her abuse to a whole new level.
Stop videoing me. I swear to God, I will fucking break the fucking camera. Stop! I'm walking away. Turn that fucking camera off, or I will fucking break my phone.
Not yet. Not yet. I don't see anybody. I'm going to go to the restaurant. Let's just go to the restaurant. Three officers are on their way. Oh my God! Now she's going to the third friend. She's, yeah. She's coming back. Stop, woman! And she's teaching. Oh my God! She's. Please come. Please get here quickly. Shaburi, don't engage. Shaburi. Hey, there's a car coming. Be careful.
Notice Miss Upton has her hand in the bag, and according to the 3 victims, she claims she is hiding a gun and is threatening to shoot if they don't stop filming. If she's telling the truth, the situation could turn deadly, but thankfully police units arrive before things get any worse.
All you can back up that way, please.
Sure.
According to the victim's lawyer, Miss Upton also claimed to have a gun in her car, but it turns out she was just running her mouth. Even with the evidence on camera, the officers let Upton go, only arresting her the next morning. She was charged with making terroristic threats. Just a few months later, one of the victims filed a lawsuit for an unknown amount of damages, telling the court the incident had affected her life and left her waking up in cold sweats. The victims here are lucky things didn't get physical. However, with this next Karen, the story is a little different, as she thought that money could save her from her consequences. Police were made aware of a black SUV driving erratically, almost hitting multiple other vehicles. Luckily, it wasn't too difficult for the cops to catch the driver, as her own ridiculous driving ended up getting her backed into a corner with barely any persuasion from the cops. However, when the cops went to identify the driver, they discovered the last thing they expected.
Well, my name's Officer Solomon with the House Police Department, okay? The reason I'm making contact with you is because we got a call in that you're intoxicated driving, okay? Obviously, when I saw you, you just drove onto a curb and almost struck a fence, okay? So I'm gonna need you to step out. Okay?
The driver is clearly out of it and absolutely should not have been driving. However, the most interesting part of this case is that the woman in the car is actually the police sergeant's girlfriend. So the case had to be handed over to a different department due to a conflict of interest. And unfortunately for her, they weren't messing around.
You know it's against the law to be driving under the influence, correct? Okay, you do know that, right? So I don't know why you think you're above the law because who you're dating. You're gonna get out of the car, I'm gonna have to pull you out. Okay, we're not playing a game like you did with the other officers. Okay? Are you gonna get out of the car?
What game are we playing?
I'm not playing any game with you. Are you gonna get out of the car? Yes or no?
No.
Okay.
I have one out on the ground. Oh, really?
Yeah, really.
Really? Oh, what the f***?
You're gonna listen.
Yeah.
You don't get any favors because who you're dating. You understand that? Don't resist.
I want to stop. I can call all your shit.
21469.
Stop. No.
Yeah, stop. You already messed up. Stop, man.
We're 15 one time.
You're not wrong.
Stop.
You're wrong. Stop.
But this isn't where the insanity ends. What could possibly be worse than driving drunk through residential streets at rush hour? Doing exactly that, but with a baby in the car.
I'm sorry.
I mean, I don't know her issue.
I'm so embarrassed. I tried.
Was the child inside the car? You grab the car. You grab the kid?
Yeah, I watched him get the kid out of the car.
Yeah, I did.
As I was pulling
Okay, get the child's information?
Yeah.
Are you, I guess your mom?
Grandma.
Grandma?
I had no clue.
Hello, Deputy Sanchez with the Lee County Sheriff's Office. Are you okay? Do you need medics to come see you? No. Okay. Okay, so they're gonna switch out the cuffs, okay?
The cops are trying to do everything they can to treat the woman with respect, but it seems she's just too snide and disrespectful to do the same back, as she immediately starts to pick fights with the officers.
Ready?
You.
Hey.
No.
Yeah,
Mom
get
told me.
What?
I don't know why he would say that. Go ahead and get
He
up.
said he f***ed you.
I don't know why he would
as
say
a
that.
subordinate. Okay, let's go.
Go ahead and get up.
No. Get on. Don't. Hey.
Go ahead and get up.
Get on. No. Ahmad said he f***ed you as your subordinate.
You're gonna catch more charges.
Get up. No, I don't give a f***.
Get up.
You know what? Get up.
Get in there.
Watch your step. Ready? He told me he
Hey, get up.
Jasmine.
Hey, get up.
No, he told me.
Get up. Get in there.
He told. Get up. I will. You will not. Get in there.
That's enough.
Stop.
That's enough. Now knock it off. I'm not gonna tell you again. You're gonna knock it off. You're not gonna come out here and kick one of my deputies.
Thank you.
Are you gonna stop? Are you going to stop?
Thank you for the evidence.
Are you going to now stop? Get up.
No, thank you.
Sit up.
Thank you.
Sit up.
Sit up. No, thank you for the evidence. No, don't you
Get up. Get up.
Is your name Evan?
Huh?
She kicked.
Resisting like this has done nothing but add another charge to her already long list. The cops talk to a couple witnesses and search the car, but the most interesting part of the whole case comes back at the station, where she's made to take a blood alcohol level test. Remember, the woman was driving recklessly while allegedly drunk, carrying a baby on board. If she doesn't pass this, things don't look good for her position not only out of jail, but as a mother.
So first of all, look, we're not going to argue. We can put you back in the unit and take you right to jail.
So we're the ones. She's just getting the door for us. She's just getting the door for us. We're just going there. We're gonna do the test.
He's doing everything.
He's doing
It's
the test.
conflict.
So I'm going to run the test, Desiree. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so let's go.
He's running it. I'm gonna do that.
She's holding the door for us.
Go ahead.
It's conflict.
She's holding the door.
I'm not gonna be in there.
She's just holding the door for us so we can go inside.
I can't do both. I can't.
If I
So-
don't pass this,
You said you were going to take the test. Right now we're here. Now it's time to take the test, okay?
I'm telling you, if I
Desiree.
fail, I will not have my
Okay,
kid.
if the machine tones out, we're going to take it as a refusal, and we're just going to take you right over to the jail. A big blow. Breathe in real big. Keep going.
Please, Victor.
We still need this second test before we can figure everything out. So in a second, you're going to do the same thing you did already.
The woman's blood alcohol level came back to a 0.36%, 4.5 times over the legal limit, and by all accounts, an extremely dangerous level to be at. Almost all of the charts available show that anything over 0.3% can be deadly. The risk of blood alcohol poisoning and even a coma is extremely high, and frankly, it's a miracle that she's still even conscious. At this point, it's not even just about punishing her for the immense amount of danger she put herself, the public, and her baby in, but it's also about keeping her safe. But even with this in mind, she's still not ready to cooperate.
Where are we going?
To the jail.
I don't want to.
Well, we have to.
I want to go home.
So Desiree, we're going to go now.
If we go home, I'm going to press charges on you.
Okay, that's fine.
Especially because I have evidence.
Okay, that's fine.
Come on, we have to take you to the jail.
No.
Stop that.
Yeah.
None of that needs to
Yeah.
happen right now.
No.
Okay, no, it doesn't. So we're going to escort you if you don't stand up. Yes, we are.
I'm not going to be another victim.
You're not
No.
a victim.
All right, Sanchez. He told me everything. No, he told me everything.
Okay. I don't have a good one either.
He told me he her.
Okay, and that's their
before
business, so
drug
stop.
evidence. No, I'm not going to stop. No.
Go to
I
sit.
will have a whole case. No.
You're about to catch another.
Okay, so we're going to put you in there if you don't go in there. Desiree, you need to listen.
Victor, take me home.
No, can't do that.
Victor.
So listen, you're going to listen now, Desiree.
All right.
Let's go.
Have a seat, Desiree.
Let's go.
Listen, Flores, I can't listen to you.
Put your legs in, Desiree. Desiree, I'm gonna go around and pull you in.
Desiree,
Okay.
just get in there. Shut the up. Just get in there.
It's easier if you follow the instruction and come out. I'm just telling you I can't.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you one more time.
Why can't you? Are you intoxicated at this time? No? Okay, we'll help you. Come on. Scoot
The
that way.
officers are willing to help you, so I suggest
The
you go that way.
officers
For the
are
third
not
time, I'm
gonna get
asking you,
off.
are you gonna get off? No? I need you to get
Hey! Ow! Come on. Ow! Stand up. Come on.
After receiving medical attention, the woman was charged with aggravated DWI, abuse of a child, 2 counts of battery on an officer, 3 counts of resisting, obstructing an officer, and multiple other driving and misbehavior charges. The only thing it feels like she didn't do was attempt to run away after her arrest. But luckily, this girl had her covered on that front.
Hi, how you doing?
Was I speeding?
No, you weren't speeding. You don't have your back lights on.
They don't turn on. They're automatic. These
Okay.
are auto lights that come on.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what's on right now.
Okay.
It only...
You don't have any way to turn them on?
My back lights?
Yeah, so like a lot
when
of times...
I brake?
No, like your tail lights just aren't on at all. So when you brake your lights will activate, but like when you're just driving on the road regularly...
These are just auto lights. I don't really
Yeah.
know how to fix that.
Already the way this girl is talking is a little suspicious. She seems louder than you'd expect and occasionally talks over the officer without realizing it, but it's a little too early to call at this point. However, after just a couple minutes, the cop notices an all too familiar scent in the car.
And have you guys been drinking?
No.
No, nobody's been drinking at all?
She
Okay.
just got off at Jim's.
Okay, it smells like alcohol in the car, that's why I'm asking. Okay. So if
We don't have any alcohol in the car.
I know. I'm saying that if you have been drinking, it smells like somebody's been drinking. So that's why I'm asking.
Okay.
All right. So you haven't had, none of you have had anything
We
to
were
drink?
at a party.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, just give me 1 sec. I'm going to be right back with you, okay?
Okay.
You could tell that they're the ones in the one in the back seat's drunk for sure. And I tried to explain to the driver that I was like, somebody's been drinking in this car. And they're like, no, we haven't been drinking. So...
They refuse
And
ID
then-
themselves or something?
No, I didn't even ask because they just kept going off on, they kept telling me a bunch of stupid information that I didn't need to know. And the chick was like, oh, well, I don't have my ID on me. So she gave me her name and date of birth. Yeah.
In this situation, it would have been far smarter for the girls in the back to admit they were drunk, as all lying did was make the cops suspicious. Remember, drinking is not a crime of its own, but driving drunk is. So if the scent was coming from the girls in the back, that would explain everything. But now the cop is worried that the driver is lying too, and heads back to see if he's right.
So, Jada, you said you had nothing to drink tonight, right?
No.
Okay. Would
None
you
of
mind
us-
just doing a few tests for me to see?
None of us... But you pulled me over for lights. Isn't that a warning?
No, it can be a ticket.
I've gotten pulled over for my lights not being on, and I've sworn every time that's a warning.
It's a violation, so you can write somebody a ticket for it.
So my lights didn't come on in the back?
I
What do you
explained
mean
that
by...
to you. They weren't on.
What is that? Like, what do you mean by lights?
Your lights were not on in the back.
When
That
I
means
braked?
that nobody could see you when you were driving down the road if they were behind you. Okay, you haven't had anything to drink, right?
No. I
Okay.
mean, we went to a party, but I don't think that anything that we were, like, containing or anything like that
Okay.
has us under the influence as being drunk.
Okay.
Now that's a convincing argument, but the cop still has to do his due diligence and put her through the same field sobriety tests which you've all likely seen before. The horizontal gaze test, the walk and turn, and the one-leg stand. But when he finds out the driver was only 20 years old, he realizes he has to head to the breathalyzer test. Remember, anyone under the age of 21 is prohibited from drinking at all before driving, so she has to blow absolute zero in order to head home tonight. But the officers could have never expected this turn of events.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm very nervous. I just peed my pants.
Okay.
Is it possible I can go to the bathroom or just pee behind a bush very, very fast?
There's no restroom open.
All right, so do me a favor. All right.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's all right.
I really have to go to the bathroom.
It's okay. All right. Can you just blow into this until it clicks? No, hang on. Just a nice steady breath, okay?
Okay.
All right, go ahead. All right, hang on.
I'm sorry, I'm literally
It's
going
okay.
to the bathroom
It's okay.
right now.
I can give you a second.
Can I just go pee? Really? You can come with me. You can literally come with me. I don't care, but I really have to go to the bathroom.
Okay, I mean, if you absolutely can't hold it, we can make that work, I guess.
She can come with me, but I'm literally
Okay.
peeing my pants right now.
Okay, all right, she can go with you.
A couple minutes later, the girl returns to finally take the breathalyzer test.
We'll get this set up again for you.
Okay.
Yeah, just blow in this nice steady breath until it clicks, okay?
Yeah, click.
Yep. You're at a 0.103. Okay.
0.103, what does that mean? Under 0.8?
That means you're over the legal limit.
Okay.
Okay, so you do have to be placed under arrest.
Okay.
Okay? Just put your
So
hands behind your back
are you
for
gonna
me.
take them home?
They're getting picked up. So,
Okay.
okay. I appreciate you being cooperative.
Yep.
After blowing just over the legal limit, the girl is placed under arrest and the cop thanks her for being cooperative. But it seems that he may have spoken too soon, because just moments later, for some absurd reason, she does this.
Is it possible you can come pee with me again?
What's that?
I don't need a female officer to watch me. I don't want to pee my pants again. Will you come with me outside? You can follow me.
We're literally going to the police department. It's like a mile away.
I'm peeing on your seat.
Right now?
Yes.
Hang on, don't get out. Don't get out. There's a car coming. Stop! No! Get out of the car! Get out of the car!
Stop!
At 6, we got one taking off on us. He's trying to drive away. Out of the car!
Get out of the car!
You're gonna get tased!
Get out of the car. Okay.
You're gonna get fucking...
Okay. Ow! 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 Okay. Ow! Ow! Ow!
Where's the body kill?
I don't know.
It's impossible to know what's going through somebody's mind when they do things like this, because all the girl did was take this from a little embarrassing to downright humiliating. She was dragged out of her own car in handcuffs in front of all her friends. For the next 5 minutes, she sat on the ground complaining about various injuries she apparently sustained in the scuffle. But when the EMT arrived, they concluded she was in perfect health. So instead of driving back home that night, she was taken to the police station where she was charged with felony aggravated battery, resisting an officer, DUI, and attempting to elude an officer. She was sentenced to 92 days in jail and 2 years of probation. But at least she went quiet after being put in cuffs for good. This next woman was so entitled, she thought she was completely above the law and could do whatever she wanted.
I don't want to touch you.
30-year-old Karina was kicked off an aeroplane for attacking the employees. When the cops arrived, she fled to the airport bathroom. But what happens is nothing short of insane.
Are you okay?
No, I'm being harassed and I'm very uncomfortable. I'm not okay.
Okay, well,
I need the cops to come right now.
I'm here to help you. What airline are you flying with?
Obviously, no airline. That was the last airline tonight. Y'all just money, bro, because I didn't want to make a scene for y'all.
Karina claims she's being harassed and was treated unfairly by the airplane staff. She says she wasn't aggressive at all, but she did politely get off the plane because she didn't want to make a scene. The cops spend the next few minutes trying to convince Karina that if she's nice enough, she might be able to reason with the airline and get her seat back on the plane. This at least gets her out of the stall, but she starts to be less cooperative when the cops start to ask her this question.
Did you have anything to drink today?
Is that against the law?
No, that's
Do I
what
need a
I'm
lawyer?
asking. No.
I'm going to call a lawyer.
For what?
Before I answer any more questions, I'm going to call a lawyer.
Did you have anything to eat today?
I'm going to call a lawyer. Before I
Did you have
answer
anything
any
to eat?
questions, I'm going to call a lawyer.
Did you have anything to eat today?
I'm going to call a lawyer.
Have you eaten today?
Talk to my lawyer about it.
Okay. You haven't had anything to eat today?
Talk to my lawyer.
You take medication?
Talk to my lawyer.
Are you flying?
Talk to my lawyer.
Are you going to Georgia?
Talk to my lawyer.
Atlanta?
Talk to my lawyer.
Okay.
Her slurred speech and extremely awkward state of mind basically answer this question for us, so the cops decide to speed things up and put her in cuffs. Karina is then walked out to a patrol car, but before they can even get there, her attitude goes from bad to worse, and she starts to become violent.
I really don't feel comfortable with him touching me.
I'm standing right here.
No, I don't want him touching me. I literally, he's on a power play mode. I don't want him touching me. I don't want him touching me. I told you I don't want him touching me. I said I don't want him touching me. I don't feel comfortable with him touching me. No, I don't want you touching me.
Hey, Karina, you promised to be good. We'll let you stand back up.
You want to stand up?
But I need you to say that you're not going to kick my officers, okay?
Yes, Daddy. I promise. Daddy, I'll be a good girl.
What he's doing? I'm power
All right, Karina, can you walk for us?
No.
I don't want him touching me. Karina! I don't want him touching me. I said I don't want him touching me.
What don't you understand?
What don't you understand?
Do not kick the officers.
Do not kick an officer.
Okay, so I have female officers that escort me like I asked. That's a simple
Do not
way.
kick an officer.
Okay, I don't want him touching me.
Do you understand?
No, he touched me inappropriately.
Do you understand?
No, he touched me.
Is she here?
Call my lawyer.
Even getting Karina into a patrol vehicle seems to be a massive task for the officers as she continues to not cooperate.
No, give me my phone.
You get your phone when you get there.
I just said I'm going to hold
Step into the car.
Do not. Call my dad.
Karina was eventually brought back to the station where her prints were taken and her charges read. She was hit with assaulting a public servant, public intoxication, and resisting arrest, and will likely be spending at least the night in jail to sleep the alcohol off. Karina's lawyer never showed up, and the same goes for the next case, but unfortunately for the suspect, somebody much, much worse showed up.
Dad! Dad!
You know what you've done? Get your lawyer jailed.
On February 21st, 2022, police pulled over a Tesla after receiving a reckless driving report, but it was clear the driver had no intention of sticking around to get their ticket.
Hey! Hey! 511 Tesla's here. Just took off. Turn off the vehicle! Sheriff's office!
The Tesla decides to pull over at this stop sign instead. The driver then starts to talk with the officer, but it's clear she's more than a little confused.
Oh, then stay in the vehicle! 511, she's getting out. Come here. Come here. Stand in front of my patrol vehicle right now. Right now. Ma'am!
Sorry, what are you accusing me of?
Ma'am?
Yeah.
You need to come over here right now.
Why?
Because I'm telling you to. You're running from me.
I did not. I'm right here.
This is already one of the strangest traffic stops this officer will have ever made, and it's only about to get weirder.
511, she's refusing to comply. Hey! Get out of the vehicle!
You got me up, bro. I own this.
Actively resisting. Get out of the... Get out of the vehicle! She's taking off! 5111, I'm in pursuit again. We're stopped again. Turn off the vehicle! Sheriff's office!
Stop me over. Oh my god, Dad! They're arresting
Stop
me!
resisting!
No, dude! What are you doing?
Don't fucking resist.
What are you doing, dude? You didn't even know me. Dad, they're arresting me.
Get on your
Dad! They had me on the floor! Dad! I don't know what I did! What am I doing?
Footage like this can often feel distressing, until you realize it's caused by nothing other than the suspect's own incompetence. This girl intentionally ignored order after order from the officer and fled the scene multiple times. If she doesn't know what she did wrong, that's entirely her fault. Maybe that's the reason she's screaming for her father so much, something she continues to do long after being detained.
No, this is what happens when you flee and then you kick me.
I didn't flee and I didn't kick you.
So those lights and sirens mean nothing? We're just out here.
Can I call my father?
No.
He owns the island.
5-11, you can release the air.
Call my father.
I'm not calling your dad.
Then what are you
How
gonna
old
do?
are you? How old are you?
I'm 24.
Okay, 24. We don't need to call your dad.
You could have killed someone.
Yes, you could
Yeah, I
have.
could have killed you too, but you're alive, right?
Something is clearly very wrong with this girl. Whether it's alcohol, drugs, or simply an incredibly corrupt worldview, the cops aren't sure, but they're bent on finding out.
Wait, what's happening?
I haven't done.
Why?
She's sick. One, I can smell it.
Yeah, I know.
What did I do?
You ran from me.
You ran. Two.
Ran from what?
Him. How much? You know what? I'm not even gonna ask you any questions. All right, you got her. I'm gonna go ahead and pat her down.
Yeah.
Please call my dad.
No, listen.
No, I need my dad here before you do anything to me.
No, that's not how this works. You're 24 years old. Turn around.
I don't care.
Do you want to participate in standard field sobriety exercises to dispel my belief that you're driving under the influence?
Yes, of course I'm not. I'm not driving.
Ma'am, you need to listen to me.
I've been clean for 3 years.
All the signs are pointing to a break in this girl's sobriety streak. She's confused, distressed, and almost delirious. Just take a look at her expression and behavior as the cop tries to explain how horribly she's been acting.
Ma'am, the amount of lives that you just put at risk is ridiculous. Okay? I have no sympathy for you right now. You could have easily killed someone. There are little kids that live in this neighborhood. The fact that you would run from me.
Walk up on him like that again.
You do not know how lucky you are you didn't kill someone.
That's how you got your empathy, right?
Alright, I don't know if we can do it, but she's resisting.
Yeah, no. Dad!
Despite briefly turning into a zombie, she's still able to yell for her father, who miraculously has now decided to turn up. But before they're able to talk to him, they want to secure the girl in their patrol vehicle. A task that turned out to be much harder than they expected.
Get in.
Dad!
We got resisting with violence.
You didn't tell me why you're putting me in the car.
Because you were going to jail.
Why?
Jesus Christ. Are you going to calm down if you talk to your dad?
Yes. Please let me talk to my dad. Please. Let me talk to my dad. Please.
She's obviously not going down easy, so the cops decide to finally let her talk to her dad to calm her down. But things went down totally differently to what they expected.
You have to calm down.
Well, why are they?
Copy 7275 line. You've been drinking, and you were speeding. And now the way you've acted, you've gotten yourself in a deep hole, and they're going to take you to jail. You're going to have to. So calm down.
Huh?
There's nothing I can do.
Just see why
Calm down. I'll get down there and see what I can. I'll try to get down there tonight. But you can't start acting out. It's just going to get worse.
What did I do?
You know what you've done.
Dad, why are they upset?
You don't need to ask why. You don't need to do anything except know that you're going to jail and you'll deal with this tonight. Just stop. Just dig a different way.
Why am I going to jail?
Because you were speeding, you ran stop signs.
Where was I speeding?
Well, that's a problem. If you don't know.
Well, do they know?
Often these rich entitled kids are the way they are because of their irresponsible parents. But with a father that acts like this, it's difficult to imagine how she ended up this way. Either way, after a conversation with her father, the girl calmed down and was taken to jail, where she was slapped with charges for DUI, reckless driving, fleeing police, and resisting arrest with violence. There seems to be a common trait of these entitled girls driving drunk, because that's exactly what this next girl got caught doing. But she did a much worse job of hiding it.
Stop screaming.
Then tell him to give me my phone. You know who the I am. We have dealt with this shit. Give me my phone.
Stop screaming, ma'am.
Okay, well tell him to stop with me. Leave me alone. I hear your dog. I know who the you are.
Okay, well,
trust me.
Who am I then?
Then you I've dealt with you and your partner when you
So
dealt
stop
with.
screaming right
okay, then tell him to leave me the
alone.
This girl was approached by a bar owner after he spotted her trying to drive away after drinking far too much. As you can tell, she was not too happy with this and started to get extremely angry with the owner, who proceeded to call the cops.
You're not going to drive.
So who's going to drive me?
I don't know. You need to get an Uber or something like that.
You want to follow?
You're not going to drive.
I'm not drunk at all. Do you want to follow me home?
No, I can smell the alcohol coming on.
Why don't you follow me home? We've already dealt with each other before. Just follow me home.
Well, you're under the influence, and we're not going to follow you home. You need to find a ride.
This is ridiculous, dude. This is hilarious. No, I'm gonna get my phone. I'm trying to get my phone.
You just about fell into me.
No, I didn't. I'm gonna get my phone.
Okay.
Is that okay? Or are you gonna shoot me? Are you gonna shoot me?
Huh? Your keys aren't in there. Okay.
My keys are not in there. Are you gonna shoot me when I get my phone out of that shit?
Put your hand behind your
Behind my back for what?
You're under arrest for disorderly conduct. Persistent.
Arrest me. You try to arrest me.
Right now.
Arrest me then. Arrest me.
You are under arrest.
Arrest me. Please arrest me.
This girl went down much easier, but continued to kick off after being put in cuffs.
Have a seat in there.
Have a seat.
Have a seat.
No, not until I know.
No.
Right now you're under arrest, okay? You
You're
need
going
to
to
have
get a charge of resisting arrest.
Hey, Jim.
Get in the car.
Get more
1-3.
Get in the
1-3.
If you get in the car, you can tell him.
Stay over there. Okay.
Put your feet
We'll
in.
talk to you in a second. Just hang out up there.
Put your feet in.
Watch your knees.
No, not until I know
Put
when
your
I
feet
can
in.
get. Not until I know when I can get my shit done.
Put your feet in.
I don't care.
After being taken back to the station, the girl was charged with disorderly conduct and taken to court where she pleaded guilty. She was fined $100 for the trouble she caused. At least she didn't end up becoming violent though, a stark contrast to the actions of this girl from Georgia. At around 4 a.m. on the 11th of August 2021, 3 officers were called to an apartment complex on a disturbance call. When they arrived, they found 3 women outside. Things started to escalate quickly.
Girl, bitch, don't play with me. Fuck wrong with you, girl. Bitch, I don't give a fuck. Bitch, I don't give a fuck.
It's 4 o'clock in the
Girl,
morning. We're
bitch,
not
I
yelling
don't
back
care.
and forth.
Bitch, I don't care. It don't matter about no going back and forth. She's grown as fuck.
Okay,
fuck
well-
wrong with you, yeah. Man, girl, I don't,
stand over here.
man, sir, don't
Go
tell
stand
me
over
what I
here.
do. Don't tell, sir,
Yes,
don't
I'm
tell
telling
me
you
what
what
I
to do.
do.
Because right now
sir,
I'm telling you what to do.
Sir, I'm not locked up and I'm not doing nothing illegal. Don't tell
You
me
are
what
doing
to do.
something
No,
illegal.
what I'm doing. What I'm doing.
You are being disorderly right now.
Baby, I'm not being illegal. The
This
same man
is
that's
disorderly.
coming. No, baby, no, I'm not.
All right, well, then come stand by this car.
Because you're not going to corrupt me for no bitch for a car.
Well, then sit down.
Your car. No,
Then
I
come
don't
stand
have
right
to
there.
sit down. I don't have to
Come
sit
sit
down.
right here.
I don't have to sit down. This is my
Now bring
right,
it down.
baby. This is my
That is
right.
not your right.
Oh, yes, it is. Yes,
You
it is.
cannot yell at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Okay, baby. Okay, I don't
cannot
have to
yell at
raise.
4 o'clock in
Okay,
the
I don't
morning.
have to raise at 4
Bring it
o'clock
down.
in the morning. Don't tell me what to do.
I can
This is
tell
my right.
you what to do.
No,
Yes,
you
I
cannot.
can.
No,
Yes,
you
I
cannot.
can.
No, you cannot. I called you out here, baby. You cannot tell me what to do.
This girl seems to be unaware of the fact that, at least when you're breaking the law, the cops are completely allowed to tell you what to do. If she doesn't realize this quickly, she might end up in a bad situation.
Stop acting like you can do something to me.
I can. I can 100%.
You cannot, baby. You cannot stop acting like you can do something to me because I'm not doing nothing to violate. Yeah, keep that. Keep that, and I will record.
That's fine.
And I'm going to record.
And I'm recording you.
But there.
You need to relax.
I don't need to record, baby, nothing. But you keep telling me I need to relax. Relax off of what? Relax off of what?
Because you can go to jail for disorderly conduct.
Okay, disorderly conduct, but what am I doing?
You're yelling at 4 in the morning.
It's 4 in the morning and you're drunk.
Yes, it does matter.
Well, okay, do the blow test, make me walk, and do everything
I don't
else.
have to. It's because
Okay,
you're
it
acting
doesn't
very-
matter. It doesn't matter. You called up a response. That doesn't matter. It does, and I'm recording this right now. It
That's
doesn't
fine.
matter.
It's recorded as
Okay,
well.
it doesn't matter.
You're acting very
no,
You have
it
to
doesn't-
stop talking for a second.
Okay, that's not
She's just trying to go to jail. Is what she's trying to do.
That's what she's trying to do. Not let her stress you out.
I don't give a damn.
Like, why are you talking to the officers like they came out to save you?
Oh, God.
There's obviously been a disagreement with the 2 other girls at the house, but they're completely fine with sending her on her way and letting her sleep this off. But for some reason, this girl just wants to keep pushing buttons and making things worse.
Make sure you have my money. Make sure you have my money. Okay, I'm walking off your premises. No, I'm going to jail for what? For disorderly conduct. Make sure
swing at me.
I'm not swinging at you. Make sure you have my phone. Make sure you have my phone. Make sure you have my phone. And I'm walking to the car. Man, I'm walking to your car. I'm walking to your car. I'm walking to your car. Don't fucking set me up. Don't fucking set me up, bitch. You going to jail, oh. Fuck wrong with you dumbass bitch. Fuck wrong with you, oh. Don't fucking stop me fucking jacking me, bitch. Stop jacking me, oh. Stop fucking jacking me, bitch. Stop jacking me, oh. Stop jacking me, bitch. Stop, bitch. Man, hoe ass hoe. Fuck wrong with you, bitch.
Get in.
Bitch. Fuck. Man, hoe, man, what's up? Bitch.
As you'd expect, the girl went straight to jail after this, where she was charged with 1 count of disorderly conduct and 1 count of felony obstruction. But none of these girls so far have done much else than cause a scene or drive while drunk. But that's all about to change with the case of Courtney Clenny, a woman so delusional, she ended up murdering her own boyfriend. On the 3rd of April 2022, Miami police received a terrifying phone call.
I can't feel my arm. I can't feel my arm. Oh, my boyfriend is dying of a stab. Ma'am, what is the address? 134 Northeast 7th Ave. Baby, I'm so sorry.
27-year-old Christian Toby Abumseli was bleeding out in his girlfriend's lap with a brutal stab wound to the chest. When police arrived, pools of blood were found all over the apartment, and Toby was barely clinging to life. OnlyFans model Courtney Clenny had met Toby back in 2020. The two seemed to be deeply in love, but behind closed doors, things were completely different. The couple were known to have violent fights, and the police were even called multiple times to their apartment. But their biggest argument would take place in April of 2022 and result in Toby bleeding out and begging for his life. Courtney told police she had nothing to do with it, but police thought differently. So she was brought in for questioning, and a 5-hour-long interrogation began.
My apologies for being absolutely covered in blood.
Listen, you don't have to apologize, okay? I completely understand. Alright? Things happen, and you can't control it. Okay? How long have you guys been together?
About 2 years. A year and a half to 2 years, yeah.
Okay.
Is he okay?
He's still at the hospital. They're still,
I know.
monitoring him and talking to him. So we're waiting.
Oh my God! So he didn't even have to have surgery.
Well, I don't know. They're still doing X-rays and stuff like that. So I don't know yet. I'm waiting to hear a response.
That's all I have to know. Thank God.
The detectives tell Courtney that Toby is in the hospital, but alive. Detectives are usually unaware of how a suspect will react to certain information, so it's often safest to open by easing any worries they may have and talking in a non-accusatory manner. This makes the suspect feel more relaxed and more likely to open up.
I had just gotten back together. I had broken up with him, and then he came back the last 2 nights, and then started into an argument, and I ended up getting scared, and I think that I overreacted, or not overreacted necessarily, but reacted, and I just didn't know exactly what might happen.
Do you guys work here in Miami, or do you guys have your own business?
I do social media, so I'm an influencer, I guess is what call it, yes, I'm an influencer.
What do you focus on, like Instagram or social media?
Instagram, LinkedIn.
And what is it that he does?
Stocks and crypto.
Stocks and crypto.
He just has stocks and lots of crypto. We were gonna move into a house. So have an apartment, and then we were like, maybe just move here for a year. And then once we got here, we were like, no, this is dope.
Yeah.
So we have the dog picked out. It's a golden retriever. We're gonna name Mello. So we're gonna get the house so we can have a backyard. Because I have 2 dogs, and then we're gonna have 3. So we're planning on staying here for a while. Sorry.
Once again, you don't have to apologize.
The detectives can tell Courtney is in a vulnerable state, but at the end of the day, they're there to solve a crime. Courtney's being investigated for stabbing Toby, and the only defense she's given so far is that there was an argument and things got out of hand. If Courtney did in fact do what she's being accused of, being forced to think about her past and future with Toby would really be messing with her emotions, causing her to become more vulnerable and hopefully lead to an easy confession.
Let's start from the start. you guys were supposed to take out your dogs to the park, right? And then what happened after that?
Like I said, a little bit before, I was doing laundry and tried to call my mom. She didn't answer the first time. And then he left. I guess he went to go bike over there. That's just what he said. I don't know if he walked or biked, but he told me he was going to bike first.
Like a bicycle?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then he came back with a Subway sandwich, and I said something about like, oh, are you going to like reshare your location with me? Like, did you unshare it? And he said, yeah, I unshared it. And I was like, oh, when did you do that? And he goes, the other day, like when you were done with me. And I was like, okay, well, fair enough. Like, reshare it. And then he told, I mean, it kind of like turned into like a little like argument or something. And then he told me to reshare mine, and I was like, okay, yeah, I will. And then I didn't do it immediately. He asked me about it again, and I don't know what I was thinking, but it just said something about, well, what if I'm somewhere you don't want me to be? Which I wouldn't have been. I love him, but maybe you don't want to know where I am. I guess maybe they'll just like hurt him because he was pressing me. And he ended up pinning me against the wall. I mean, I said like choking me on the floor. It's just like, here, look at my neck. And I was like, I mean, I'm not saying like choking me like, you know, whatever. But I mean, he had my like neck. Like, and this happened twice before, where I couldn't breathe and I was on the floor. Yeah. I could not breathe. And I don't think that he was trying to kill me, but I was scared. And all 3 times I have been scared. I'm on the floor. And you have me pinned. Get my mom on the phone. So this happened like over by the door and somehow moved like over in the living room. He was standing by the couch, facing toward the kitchen, and I was in the kitchen. And then he just like, I could see like all the whites in his eyes, and he was like coming at me. And so I grabbed one of these knives. My mom got me for Christmas. I grabbed one of them, and I was like, I swear to God. I swear to God. It was just like, I mean, I grab and be like, don't come anywhere closer to me. Because, I mean, earlier, I was having 2 other times I couldn't breathe. I'm sorry. I couldn't breathe. And it's very scary. And I just think, like, just like this kind of thing where I was saying, like, do you know if he's okay? If he's choking me and he's angry enough, he might like, or, I mean, this is different, I think. But if he's like choking me or like pinning me or something and I can't breathe, he might go too long. So I grab my knife and I said, don't come anywhere closer to me. I had absolutely no intention of using it. I'm on the phone with my mom and he's coming at me like he's gonna grab either the phone or like the knife or something. And so I was just like, I was like, don't come any closer. It's coming at me, and I threw it. And I meant for it to go.
How far away was he?
Well, I was by my fridge, and he was like by the edge of one of the chairs of the sofa. Like
comparing to what
10 feet. I'm trying to think in my head.
To recap, Courtney says that an argument started when the pair had both stopped sharing their phone locations that resulted in him pinning her against the floor and her retaliating by throwing a kitchen knife across the room, piercing him in the chest. Courtney also clearly states that her attack was in self-defense and specifically involved her throwing a knife 10 feet across the apartment that landed perfectly in his chest, causing him to bleed out and fear for his life.
So then, you were by the fridge and he was by the couch?
Yes, I was in front of the fridge. He was by the couch.
Yes. And then
behind my island.
And then what kind of movements did he make at the moment? He was going to walk
running at me.
Running? Okay.
Well, charging, aggressively walking, something.
What was he doing? Like, was he doing something with his hands or?
He had his hands up. I couldn't tell you exactly.
Was he yelling at you at the time?
Yes.
Was that at the moment that he was charging you or earlier in one of the arguments?
It was before he choked me. Yes, it was before he choked me.
Okay.
Or whatever. But I swear to God, I was scared. I mean, after like what I was scared. And I was on the phone with my mom and it was still happening.
Yeah.
I was scared.
So you told me that he had you against the wall at one point, right? With his hands over your neck?
Mm-hmm.
And how did you end up from the wall to the ground?
Let me go, and then I started swinging on him because I had been against the wall.
Okay.
I started trying to hit him.
Yeah.
And then he put me on the ground.
He dropped you to the ground.
When I'm trying to remember like a whole situation of where I was very upset about something, which I've learned this in therapy and whatever, it's like write down like all the details so you don't forget. Just like write it all out clearly so it makes sense to you and makes sense to somebody else. But I haven't had a chance to have a pen and paper or my phone to like write down exactly what happened, and I haven't really even like fully thought about it. So honestly, my answer is I don't remember.
That's fine. Okay. You guys have a history of violence?
Yeah.
You say you've been together how long? I'm sorry.
Almost 2 years.
Almost 2 years.
Year and a half to 2 years.
So how many incidents you think you've had?
I don't know, but we shouldn't be together.
Have you made a report before?
No.
You've never made a report?
Oh, I did in Dallas actually about a year ago, and he was detained.
And what happened there?
He had pushed me in the lobby, but it wasn't like a big deal, and they made it a huge deal.
The couple had also been involved in another incident in Las Vegas less than a year earlier. Police were called to their apartment after a loud argument was heard, as well as glasses smashing on the floor and walls. The apartment was trashed when police arrived, and Courtney's story was all over the place.
Why did you call for help? Because we were getting really loud. We were getting loud. And I was like, oh my God, we're gonna like do damage to the room or something. Not damage to each other. Like I really want to like.
Why would you think
that?
Why would you think that you were gonna do damage to the room?
I like throwing something or like.
Did you throw something?
Did I?
Yeah.
No.
Did anybody throw anything?
No.
So why would you think that there is damage to the room to be made?
Because I've done that before in our house, and I.
What have you done?
Thrown a glass and a plate.
Did you throw a glass or a plate at him today?
No.
Okay. So if
No, this was before.
Okay. So when I go to the room and I see a broken glass on the floor, where did the glass come from?
I don't know. I literally couldn't even remember how the fight started.
Okay. Well.
Was there?
Yeah.
Maybe I did. Well, I'm guessing that I threw a glass, but that sounds like me. So.
Courtney was brought to jail and held for 12 hours overnight, but Toby refused to press charges and advocated heavily for release. This may seem like nothing, but police did conclude that Courtney had attacked him that night by throwing a glass at his head. If nothing else, it proves that Courtney was capable of attacking Toby unprovoked and opens up an entirely new avenue for this investigation. However, it also turns out that police had been in contact with the couple more recently. In fact, they'd actually been called by security to their apartment the day before the attack.
But the cops have been up there one other time yesterday for absolutely no reason. Absolutely none. They harassed not the police, but security guards from office, like young security guards. Came up for no reason. Bothered him, bothered me.
The cops were called, however, and captured an entire exchange on body cams, providing a stark contrast to the story that Courtney gave here.
You didn't call.
I didn't. Nobody.
I called. You called.
What?
Okay. What's going on? Okay, hold on, man. Let him talk. Okay. Let him talk.
Okay.
Go ahead.
The front desk personnel, she informed us that Miss Courtney, her boyfriend, was trying to get into the elevator. And she had her hand out like this. And she was like, oh no, don't come inside the elevator.
Okay.
So we asked her, I said, do you want him to leave the property? She said no, she don't want him to.
I did not say that. I said yes.
Hold on.
Courtney, what's going on? What do you need? What?
Yeah, good.
Boyfriend.
All right. So what do you want us to do?
I want a restraining order against Christian Rubinselli.
We don't issue those.
Because,
those
no, I'm
to
serious.
courts.
Can I do that? Where
you have to go to court. You have to go to downtown.
How can I make myself first?
Courtney is obviously extremely panicked in this footage and seems less concerned about any possible that she may have been sustaining and more worried about getting a restraining order before Toby can. It's also important to note that the building's security noticed her pushing Toby out of the elevator and screaming at him and mentioned absolutely no aggression coming from him. As the evidence mounts up, it's starting to get increasingly more likely that Courtney's whole self-defense story might be straying slightly away from the truth. But as is almost always the case in situations like these, everything is still hearsay, and officially debunking her claims is going to be a challenge for the detectives. But after leaving her alone for almost an hour and letting her change clothes, they return to the interrogation room with some more news for her.
So you're living in a nightmare right now.
Yes.
You know?
I will feel so much better once they just say he's stable.
Yeah.
And I've been asking so
and
much.
that's what we're waiting for. Okay.
I mean, I feel like at the end, I mean, if he's not, that's a lot worse for me.
So they've asked for an update, and I asked them for an update as well, so they're checking to see what's going on. Because they're
I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I will do with myself if he's not okay.
No matter what.
I mean, I clearly we can't be together.
No matter what happens, no matter where this falls, right? It's out of our control.
So we have to inform you that Christian did not make it. Okay. Unfortunately, the doctors did what they could. And
Christian is dead.
Yes.
Oh my God. This is not real, right? Okay. No, there's no way. Christian died? Can I please have a hug? Am I allowed to do that in here?
Sure. Yeah. Relax. You'll be fine.
No.
Calm down. Calm down. Take deep breaths.
I need to hug my mom. I cannot be left alone in like a room by myself.
You won't be.
After this. No, that's not true. That's not real, right?
It is real.
Christian is dead.
Yes. They're not gonna lie.
The last thing he ate was Subway. What I was saying to that other room, I said, God forbid, when like from far away, what if it had accidentally hit a little bit lower and he died?
So we can't change what's occurred and forget him before. So just step by step. So you'll get through this, all right?
It's easy to tell by the detectives' reactions that they're fairly convinced what happened was indeed self-defense. In fact, one of them was even talking earlier about how he's sure she'd be allowed home that night and that everything was going to be fine. So it obviously wasn't hard for her lawyer to convince them officially that she wasn't guilty and she was let off without any charges. But remember, the detectives weren't aware of any of the evidence mentioned so far. All they know is what Courtney told them. So as time went on, evidence started to mount up, and the Absurdity case was starting to become stronger and stronger. The body cam videos started to become publicly available, and the true nature of her previous arrests came to light. There were also unflattering videos such as this one showing her drunk in public just days after her release.
Yeah, and they're seeking justice.
Sir?
Yeah,
What?
Let's all videotape her. Right now, you should go. Yeah, you should go. You just know my boyfriend. Yeah, you did. Yeah, and yeah. Okay, cool.
Sure, people make mistakes and drink too much. But when you're seen acting like this in public just days after bawling your eyes out in an interrogation room, you don't exactly get painted in the best light. Just days later, footage secretly recorded by Toby was found on his phone displaying Courtney violently screaming at him, using aggressive language, hitting him across the face, and using racial slurs.
You literally talked to her without telling me!
Courtney, I was on a bike ride and she passed me and I said hi. You and Courtney are having a live chat. My bad, I forgot to tell you that. That doesn't make you to act and call me a
Yes, thank you. Coming from Courtney, thank you.
I want you to get away from me!
So due to this and many other accounts stating that Courtney was well and truly the one, she was officially taken to court by Toby's family. This is where the final nail in the coffin was delivered by a medical examiner who'd observed Toby's body and come to a conclusion.
Now, based on the information you received that the defendant was alleged to have thrown this knife, do your observations support that?
If the person who supposedly did this is an expert knife thrower, and the knife is the type of knife that you can throw, I guess that could have happened.
Did you receive any information that the defendant was a knife thrower?
No.
So based on that fact that you did not receive that information, would it support that?
No.
And what would you expect to see a knife do if someone just flung it at somebody?
It would just hit the body and bounce off.
Now, as a result of this case, did you come to a cause, or did you make a determination as to the cause and manner of death?
Yes.
Could you please explain those to the court?
The cause of death was stab wound of right subclavian artery. The manner of death was homicide.
As of April 2023, Courtney is currently awaiting what's become one of the most anticipated trials in modern history. She faces life in prison on account of second-degree murder with all of the evidence stacked against her. It's not looking good for her as we prepare to see if she'll be spending the rest of her life behind bars. But this next case of Brandy McGowan is arguably even more shocking. On the 30th of March 2022, police were called on Brandy after she was seen threatening people with a brick in a Florida Walmart. At some point, she decided the brick wasn't good enough and stole a pocket knife to wield instead. When an officer arrived, he found Brandy holding the knife. The cop was armed with his service weapon, but Brandy refused to drop hers.
Drop the knife now! Drop it. Drop the knife. Drop the knife. Drop it now.
Brandy seemed blissfully unaware that the officer is pointing a gun directly at her and has a taser in broad view on his utility belt. In these circumstances, he is well within his rights to use it to subdue and disarm her if he feels as though she's a danger to him and the civilians around him. Clearly, she doesn't understand that, as she stands her ground and continues to threaten people with her weapon.
Put it down. Drop it. Drop the knife. Put it down. Put the knife down. Put the knife down.
At this point, backup arrives on the scene and takes the attention off the first cop for a moment, giving him the opportunity to holster his weapon and switch to the taser. In this situation, it's obviously much more preferable for the cop to use non-lethal force, but it's dangerous to lower his weapon while in a one-on-one standoff. The arrival of the other officers gives the perfect relief for him to switch to and deploy the taser.
Drop the knife now. Drop the knife.
God damn it! So you're all kidnapping me? You got it?
The taser does a perfect job of disarming Brandy and allowing the cops to put her in cuffs and detain her. After the Walmart interaction, she was taken to a local hospital for evaluation, where it was discovered she was, somewhat predictably, high on meth and had apparently ingested over 4 grams of the stuff before entering the store to cause her chaos. Back at the police station, it was also discovered that Brandy had a lengthy criminal record, with charges including burglary, kidnapping, and battery. For this incident, she was hit with another charge of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, carrying a sentence of up to 5 years in prison and a $5,000 fine. If this doesn't convince you not to take drugs, nothing will. But unlike every other case, Sarah Boone was facing a murder charge, who was accused of killing her husband Jorge by locking him in a suitcase and leaving him to die. Sarah was quickly brought in for interrogation to determine if she was really as evil as they think.
So he had some injuries to his left shoulder. He had a cut near his lip. You could see his mouth was a little
I haven't laid a
swollen.
hand on him.
Okay. What about the scratches? Because there's also sex.
Yes.
Okay. Because there's also like a scratch on like the back of his neck, like kind of like going, but it's like going straight across.
I have no idea what that's from. In all honesty, we have not gotten into it.
Okay.
That's why, like, the only thing I thought you guys were going to ask me about, which I was going to be honest with you anyway, are the scratch marks on his back.
Mhm.
Everything else, I have no idea what it is.
Yesterday, when we took photographs of your overall body, and they did the buccal swabs, did they go under your fingernails?
No.
Okay. Are you willing to let us
Absolutely.
swab underneath your fingernails?
Go for it.
Okay.
It seems like an odd request to ask if they can swab underneath Sarah's fingernails, but it could actually go a long way in determining how Jorge got these injuries. Since the injuries were fresh, it's a strong possibility that forensics could find dried blood or skin cells underneath Sarah's fingernails, which would put her dead to rights. But unfortunately for Sarah, they have some other evidence that took a lot less effort to find.
Do I have to watch this? I continuously throw up. I don't sleep. I don't want to see it, if that's okay.
Well, it's on your phone, and you can either explain it or we take it for what it is.
Yeah. We're just trying to give you the opportunity to tell us what's going on. That's it.
For everything you've done to me. Fuck you.
And it's
Fuck
just,
you.
that's you, your voice.
Stupid. That's my name. Don't wear it up.
I don't want to watch it, please.
The video showed Jorge in the suitcase begging to be let out while Sarah taunted him from the outside. The police couldn't have asked for a better piece of evidence, especially as it came directly from Sarah's own phone.
So this is upside down. So in order for him to have gotten into it,
it was flipped up.
Right. It was flipped up normal.
Yes.
Like as if you're packing something. So this is upside down.
Guys, this is killing me right now.
Sarah is obviously trying to maintain her innocence by telling the detectives that the video is distressing to her. But does that really sound like a woman who's being shown a video of her husband dying? While everybody will have a different reaction to trauma, it's difficult to imagine her reaction is a single deadpan sentence that sounds like it was delivered only to show some amount of concern to the cops.
I don't mean to sound negative, and I don't know if I can say this, but like, it's like you guys are kind of trying to, like, feed me. Like,
no, I'm just trying to show you a video that you no longer want to watch because you probably don't want to know the outcome of how and what you said.
Well, I know what...
You know what's on that video now?
No.
You remember making that video?
No.
Why don't you remember making the video?
Probably because we had been drinking.
But you weren't drunk.
No.
Sarah is desperately trying to explain this video away, but in doing so, essentially admits that it is her recording and that she left him alone in the suitcase afterwards. Given that Jorge died from her neglect, this at least constitutes a manslaughter charge. But she's really not doing the best job of convincing the detectives that this was an accident.
What do you think is going to happen if you leave somebody in a confined space like that?
Well, I thought by not giving it up all the way, it would be okay. My plan was not to leave him in the suitcase.
What was your plan?
Waiting for him to come upstairs.
And then when he did it?
I fell asleep.
You said you were up there 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, somebody not coming up.
Knowing that the last time you saw him was in the suitcase, 30 minutes later, you're like, maybe I should go check on him? Maybe I shouldn't?
No.
Well, that didn't cross your mind because it didn't happen.
That's like an assumption. Like, that's what you all are thinking. Just...
We're asking.
It's the drinking.
Sarah spends almost 2 hours in total desperately trying to manipulate the detectives and explain away the damning evidence the detectives have shown her. But ultimately, the detectives remain completely unfazed, and they decide that they've heard enough.
Do you promise and swear that everything we've talked about today has been true and accurate to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, but it was not intentional.
Okay. Okay.
All right, do me a favor, stand up.
Why is this happening?
Because George is dead.
Not intentionally.
We understand that.
He's still dead.
Well, we don't
Someone
really
needs to call Brian, please.
Okay.
Or can I not make a phone call?
You'll be able to make a phone call when we get you down to the jail.
So why is this happening? So this was a trick?
No, it's not a trick. How was it a trick? Your response to everything was basically, I didn't do it.
Intentionally.
Doesn't matter. He's still dead.
Sarah was charged with second-degree murder and is facing life in prison. As of this video's upload, the trial is still ongoing. This suspect's public outburst takes place on a plane ready for takeoff. Prior to the footage, she's been asked to leave multiple times due to her refusal to wear a mask during the pandemic.